welcome. Today I want to show you the new upper I found for the second AAP1 after that CTM disaster for me. So I'm very happy to show you the suspense TTI Scorpion upper receiver. So this is a new upper TTI released after the Mamba, which I also own, but that's for a separate video where I'll show you the differences and sort of similarities between the two, but that's another time. So this is a fairly new upper and I quite like it. It shows a few design cues from the previous one, but it also has its own nice qualities. First, of course, the box. So it's pretty basic. We have the sticker denoting what it is, which color. Apparently there's an FDE color, doesn't exist. Maybe it will come, maybe it's just a misprint, I'm not sure. But for the time being, no FDE. There are also two versions, which I will show you once I open it up. But as of the time of filming, I can only find the 4-inch version. Well, I can find the 6-inch version, but that one would have to come all the way from Hong Kong, which is mucho expensive with the customs. So I already talked myself into it. So this is the 4-inch version. Yeah, the rest of the box is just branding, website, branding, more branding in case you forgot who made it. So let's just open it up. Very boring box. And inside we have the upper. And inside the upper we have the other two things that come with the upper, which is, let's see, their idea of a manual. So they basically specify each part there is in the upper, but they don't seem to have the time to tell what each number means. So I don't really see the point in this. It's like a half-finished book. I mean, I like what they've done, but they could have easily put the specification of each number on the back. So, okay, it's better than nothing. So basically here we have the diagram of the whole upper. Here we have the installation for the TDC system. So this is an upper with a TDC system, which the Mamba one didn't have. And then how to operate the TDC system. So in case you don't know what TDC means, TDC is top dead center, and that basically allows you to adjust your hop up without having to open up your replica. I won't be using this TDC system, but it is there anyways. The other thing included in the package is the parts to transform your hop-up system. I do have to note this means the hop-up system that came with the AAP01. This doesn't work on any other sort of hop-up system. This will transform your standard hop-up system into a TDC hop-up system. So those are the parts for it. And then of course we come to the main piece, which is our Scorpion upper. Nice, beautiful gray, matte gray finish compared to the more blackish, sort of glossy finish of the Mamba, but still very nice. Full CNC aluminum, anodized. As you can see, it's very nicely finished. There's not really anything that leads me to think, that's not really nicely done. It's very nicely milled. There's no badly covered parts. Everything's coated. There's really nothing to note about any sort of fails or production issues or whatever. So we'll just start at the front and work our way to the back. At the front we have this removable, let's say, flash hider with this ring system, which is actually what holds this part on. So this just unscrews, it's counterclockwise thread underneath, and then you can remove the front. Now, at this moment, I won't remove it, but I will in a later video show you when I remove it and put on something else like a tracer. But I actually like it for now because I'm gonna leave it on because it's an unboxing anyways. You can see the seam running here. So even though it's a removable part, the gapping is insanely tight. So that's very nice. Now, if you look at the front, we have a very nice opening. So it's not too small, not too big. And we have these nice perforations at the top. I'm thinking that's where the Scorpion name comes from. Not sure. If you do know, please let me know in the comments. But I like it. It has sort of 80s vibe, like Cobra, the Cobra with Stallone thing. So quite like that. Now we come to the front side post, which has this very nice red fiber optic in that you can remove if you want to. And it's situated on this nicely, again, finished front side post, which you can remove if you wish and maybe install something else. Not sure, but if it fits, why not? Then as we move to the back, we have this nice Picatinny rail, and I did measure it before, and it was about, let me just check, about 12 centimeters long. So if you're wondering, this is 12 centimeters long, and it is about sort of 2 centimeters wide. And here we have our TDC hole. So this is where you have to put in your Allen key or a hex key in order to adjust the hop up if you're using the system. As of making this video, I am not sure if it will allow you to also adjust the low key hop up, which is another TDC hop up system from a different brand. If this will also work, if it's the same diameter, I'm not sure, but it is something I do plan on finding out. And then we come to the rear and our rear side post. As you can see, there are two modes of adjustment. This one, and this one. Subsequently, this one elevates like this, and the other one adjusts it like this. Now, if you want to install something or do maintenance, then you just have to undo this one all the way until the screw comes loose. And then do keep in mind the spring, which provides the retention that you don't lose that one. And then you flip it over. And underneath here are the two screws holding this rear side post on, which you can see on the manual. So that's this part underneath. That's the part I'm pointing at, this one, which, so that is this part, the top part, and then you can see it with the lines here, and then the other one is this, and you can see the two screws underneath holding these rear side posts on the upper. You can see the protrusion here. That is actually what holds the bolt inside the upper. So as you know, an AAPU1 is a non-movable slide and only the back part the bolt moves in and out, or the blowback unit. Now, this part is important because it holds the bolt. Actually, when the bolt fully moves out, it whacks and is held by this. If this wouldn't be there, then the bolt would just fly out like a sort of projectile. So that's what this is for. So this not only provides a rear sight, but this also locks your bolts inside. Well, locks as in when the bolt moves fully out, that it doesn't keep going out and flies away. So that's what this is for, in case you were wondering. So now we have arrived to the back, we turn it around and we come to the bottom. And again, a nice rail, Picatinny rail. Let's see, sort of 7 centimeters long and again 2 centimeters wide. And the nice part, removable. So if you're saying like, I don't really want this, just undo it and it's gone. Or maybe you can fix something else in place that has these two spacing dimensions, I'm not sure. But in any ways, they had the forethought of making it removable, as with the Mamba, where it is permanent. So that's actually a nice thought that they put into it, that to make it removable. Apart from that, there is not really much. It just adheres to the basic dimensions of the AAP01. So you can just, if you bought your AAP01, you could just move it all over, no worries, it will all work fine. All the aftermarket ones should in most ways fit, but that's of course not for this video. Yeah, so let's see. Is there much more to say about this? No, that's actually pretty much it. Let's just go over so you can see the finish. And then we can show, well, maybe show the other side, even though it's pretty much the same. So as you can see, it is flawless finish and there's really nothing to note about it. The only thing I wanted to do was weigh it, because for some people it is important to know how much it weighs. So we're coming at 252 grams. So maybe that will help you decide like, yeah, it's maybe a bit too heavy for me or not. So again, 252, 253-ish you're looking at, which is important if you're planning an overall build not to fatigue your wrists. So maybe this might not be a good choice if it's like 252 and with all the rest it's like so I feel it is an important thing to note about. The other thing I forgot to mention was let's see about the length. It is about 26 centimeters long. And the width is about roughly 3.5 centimeters wide. Now, I did mention there was a 6-inch version, and basically what that means is here where you have the seam, you have to add another 5 centimeters of this sort of material, this non-milled material on, and this one on top of that. And then you have your 6-inch version, because if I just say there's a 6-inch version and it's 31 centimeters, they could have added it here or here or here, but they added 5 centimeters on here. So this is a lot longer neck. And subsequently, if this is 26, make sure I don't fib because me and measuring, then of course the 6-inch version will be 31. And that's pretty much it. That brings us to the end of the video. There, of course, it's an unboxing. There will be more detailed videos, obviously, where I take this off and this one, because I have to do it anyways, if I want to build it up, and show you how it looks on an AAPO1, how it compares to the Mamba, and all that sort of stuff. But for now, you've had a look at how it looks, what you get in the box, the fit and finish, and the weight and overall length, which will maybe help you decide if it's something for you. If you have any questions, any comments, any information, advice, or questions about anything else you've seen, you can contact me on YouTube or Instagram. It's the same name as on YouTube, just Tariodaf, and then you'll find me on Instagram because it's the same logo. So yeah, depending on where you're watching from, either the evening or the day, I wish you all the best. And thank you if you're already subscribed for continuing to support me. It really means a lot, and this motivates me to continue making videos for you all. Take care, bye-bye, and stay safe.